Hello, people of YouTube. We're gonna talk about a touchy subject this evening, or morning, night, wherever it is right for you guys right now. Right now, for me, it's 11:21 at night. I like posting videos at night because it just kind of brings out what I want to say and makes me a little bit more active. And not active, of course. It just makes my mind flow, like what I want to say. We're gonna talk about bullying and how it's just not cool, and how we need everyone here to stop bullying because it's just not cool anymore. I mean, it's never been cool, but bullying, it sucks. I'm 18. I'm probably like one of those guys that people look at like, man, that guy probably was never bullied in his life. Because I'm an intimidating looking dude. And that's not the case. I've been bullied all my life. Ever since I was probably 3, I've always been bullied. Whether it be by the big kids, the popular kids, sports people, just like that, I've been bullied for my height, being a little fat or pungy or chubby. I've been accused, I've been stolen from, I've been hurt, been assaulted, in a locker room. A lot of stuff has happened to me in my life, in my 18 years, I can't say much. There's probably people out there that are 40 and still deal with bullying in the workplace. And I know how that feels as well. The posters behind me is where I used to work. I used to work at a theater. I used to work at plays, backstage, crew, and, for every Christmas story ever told there. I had an employee, and I was a manager, and he was just a bully. But people need to start standing up. Because there's always these campaigns for people standing up against bullying, and I get that. But if you look at it, not a lot of people are standing up for each other or themselves, and that's kind of a sad thing to think of. I've lost a lot of friends to suicide, and anyone dealing with suicide or suicidal thoughts and bullying, it gets better. Trust me, it really does. If you ignore it, get help. Tell your parents, tell your friends about it. Tell someone, a figure of authority. They will help you out. I mean, it seems like they won't. Don't go to school. It's probably the hardest thing to do. Just don't go to the principal. Talk to your parents. Make your parents talk to them. Because then if your parents talk to them, then the principal has to get involved. And parents out there that have kids that are getting bullied, just don't tell them to ignore it. Sometimes when kids get bullied nowadays, you can't just ignore something, because now bullying is going on the internet. It's going it's going on the World Wide Web. It's everywhere. It's at the house. It's at work. It's at school. It's at places that really shouldn't be bullying at. Like public places, like pools and stuff, arcades. If there's any arcades still out there, just everywhere involved. I've known a lot of people that have been bullied that are now success stories, in my area. I'm actually one of them. I graduated a year early from high school. I got really hurt. Someone decided it'd be funny to trip me during basketball. And at the time I had stitches in the back of my head. So I rolled differently so I wouldn't like tear them out of my skull and just bleed everywhere in the gym, I don't want to be that, like, people thinking, oh, I'm an attention whore. I didn't want any attention put upon myself, so I rolled differently. And I heard a really loud popping sound, and I thought it was at my knee. So I got up and kept playing. In all reality, what I didn't realize was I popped my neck and my shoulder. 30 minutes later, after PE was done, went to the closest water fountain, bent over, did a drink of water, and I just felt a burning sensation down my neck and my right side. And I'm like, alright, well, looks like, probably wasn't, I probably got a lot worse. And as the day went on and on and on, it progressively got worse and worse and worse. And I went to a prompt care center. I sat down on one of their, those waiting chairs, and I was losing a lot of feeling in my legs and my arm. Sorry, it's just something. It's hard for me to bring up. Went to the prompt care room, whatever you want, the waiting, like not the waiting room, but whatever you want to call it, whether it be the doctor's office or something like that. As soon as I went in there, I lost all feeling in my right side. I lost feeling in my face, like literally everything on my right side was numb. When I was talking, only my left side of my mouth could move. And I was on a backboard for at least 12 hours. And a neck brace for about probably 15. Hadn't eaten anything since breakfast, haven't drinking anything since lunch. Or before lunch. And, and doctors even said in front of me and my parents that I will not be able to walk again. Which is scary because the day before, I was walking up a mountain where I live at, and I remember saying, man, I hate walking up this hill. I wish I had some type of little motorized scooter, or I could just ride my motorcycle up the hill every time, because it would just save me so much time, and I wouldn't have to be tearing up my legs or my feet. And this happened, and I was thinking back on it like, wow, what a wake-up call. Something that you take for granted every day, just like walking, and how you get tired from it so much, like you don't want to walk anymore and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And a few minutes later, thankfully I got my leg back. I had feeling back in my leg, and it took me a month to recover fully, but I'm able to walk now. I'm not allowed to do contact sports, and I have to take less risks when I do motorcycle jumps and dirt biking. I have a high IQ, and I'm really intelligent. Like, people say I'm highly intelligent, mainly because I have a form of autism, Asperger's spectrum disorder. Makes kids socially awkward to where sometimes depending on the severity, they can't speak in public. They cannot talk in public. They can't interact with other people, and they have to be there by themselves. And a lot of people that are famous have Asperger's, but you will notice that they don't really have any big of a social life. They're just, they're really intelligent people that people know about. I'm a little different. I have a minor case, but I still have it. And living with autism and ADD is kind of a challenge from time to time, but including with bullying, because kids with Asperger's, they don't realize they're making different faces in certain situations. So, kind of like me right now, I might be making a face and I won't notice it. Like in certain situations, they don't take sarcasm well, so if someone's using sarcasm, we'll take it offensively. And when someone's being serious, we don't know. Like, honestly, it's hard for us to get. And kids with autism, and any kind of disorder, they're usually targeted for bullying the most because they're easier to pick on, to push their buttons, and how to prevent it. Just talk to people. Don't hold it in. Holding it in is the worst thing to do. Knowing about it and not telling anyone, that's the worst thing to do. You need to tell someone. Because it does get better. It really does. Don't commit suicide. That makes the bullies win. I cannot tell you how many friends I've lost due to suicide from bullying. Just recently, it's on the news here in California. An early graduate from a local high school was found dead in his home. He hung himself due to bullying and depression. And he had so many cries for help. No one helped him. I tried helping him. I did my best, but one person doesn't help. Sometimes it does. You know, there's always that one person that can impact your life. For me, it was my two grandparents that have recently passed. My grandfather, who was a Vietnam veteran, I was really close to him. He battled colon cancer for 4 years, stage 4. And my grandmother recently passed away last August from brain cancer. And when I lost them both, it really hurt. And during that time, a lot of people were just taking advantage. When my grandfather died, everyone took advantage of that and used it as the fuel to light the fire. And it's terrible how people use dead relatives for bullying, and it's just not right. So if you're a bully watching this, don't do it, because you have no idea how words can affect people. It can make them commit suicide. It can make them have depression. It can send them to mental institutes. It's just not cool. Bullying's not cool. And we just need to stand up for it. We need to stand up to it. Be yourself. No matter who you are, just be yourself. Don't change for anyone just because you're different. There's no normal in the world. There is no normal. If there was a normal, life would be boring. That's why there's different, unique. I don't like saying different. I use the term unique more because it just makes more sense to me. You know, that kid has something, he's good at art. He's good at fashion, she's good at this, he's good at that. It's just uniqueness that makes a person. Nitro Carnival here. I'm the owner of it. This is a statement from Nitro Carnival saying, if you see someone bullying, stop them. If you're getting bullied, let someone know. Higher authority. Let someone don't just hold it in, as I said before. Just tell someone. From all the people here at Nitro Carnival, we want to thank each and every person that watches this video and help stop bullying, put more awareness on it. And this month is Autism Awareness Month. I like to dedicate this video to all the autistic kids out there, dealing with it, fighting it, getting bullied all the time, and just, going with their lives, being successful. It's you guys that get in my heart. And stay there, because I know how it feels. Thank you so much for watching. Please stop bullying and help rise. bully awareness. Thank you so much.